Hello everybody, hopefully you can hear me. There is music around. I'm just in a hotel in Da Nang at the moment. This one's just about a few definitions that you need to know if you're going to be successful in urban issues and challenges, okay? So definitions are quite key. There's always a 2-mark question that comes up, maybe a 1-mark question about a keyword. What does this mean? And if you don't know it, not only can you not get a mark in that, but it makes it harder to use it in a 6 and 9 marker efficiently. So the first one for urban issues and challenges is urban. So that is a town or a city, okay? London is urban. Where I'm from, Torquay, is urban. This area, Da Nang, is a city, it's urban. If you think of something rural, that's the opposite. Rural, that's like the countryside, so farmland area, things like that, small villages. Now, urbanisation is where an area becomes more like a town or a city. An area becomes more urban, okay? That might be more developed, there might be more people moving in, more schools, hospitals, things like that, infrastructure, okay? Now, urbanisation is happening because the population is going up. So more places are becoming towns and cities because more people are living there, okay? Another key term is regeneration. Now this one, I always think of Doctor Who. Now I watched that, I'm not sure if you guys did. Now Doctor Who, when he regenerates, it's him changing his attributes, his face, whatever. Regeneration for cities and towns works in the same way. So if you look at the Canary Wharf, for example, which year 11s you would have already done so, year 10s you'll have to look forward to, is where the area changes. Regeneration is where an area changes, normally for the better, to regenerate, to make it new, more modern, more efficient, more sustainable, that kind of stuff. Another way you can change an area is through gentrification. Now the way I remember this one is gentrification, gentleman. You think of a gentleman being quite posh. It's where an area becomes more posh. Now I wouldn't write that in an answer, that's just how I remember it. Gentrification is where an area improves when wealthier people move into it. Take an area such as, for example, Brixton, okay? It's derelict, which means, it's empty a little bit, it's run down, things are falling apart, and wealthy people move into that area. If wealthy people move into that area, the houses are going to become more expensive because people can sell their houses for more money to wealthy people. Also, these wealthy people move in, they need somewhere to shop, they need somewhere to buy food from, they need somewhere to buy clothes from. So therefore the shops improve and they get more expensive. Often this means the people who are living there originally, maybe for say £100 a week rent, see their rents go up massively because now it's a trendy area for people who want to live there. So gentrification is where the wealthy people move into an area and make it better, supposedly, but also making it more expensive. Now this happened in London, and obviously I'll have your different examples for that, and your field work will go hand in hand with this stuff. I know it's 2 different exam papers, but your field work of Canary Wharf can massively help you in your urban issue stuff on London, okay? The next thing to consider is why this happens in the first place. Why does an area become gentrified? Why does an area become regenerated? Why is an area urbanizing? One element of this is urban sprawl, where the area expands, sprawls outwards. London getting bigger, for example. Ultimately, the reasons for that are to do with money, economic, they're to do with the environment, environmental, and they're to do with people, social. Population going up, more people need places to live, more people who, for example, want to work in the city because of improvements in transport like trains and technology can now travel further out of London and live out of London. A lot of people who work in central London live even outside of London and get the train in every day because it's cheaper to live on the outside. But still, suburbs of London are still quite nice and people live there. When it comes to Rio, it's a little bit different, and we'll look at Rio in the next video. But make sure you nail these key terms. I would have a flashcard for each of them. Regeneration, gentrification, and urbanisation. Okay, because I'd be very, very, very surprised if not all of them come up in the exam somewhere. So know what they mean. That will help you understand 6 and 9 markers. Should they feature that word in the question? And in terms of anything else I need to go through with you, I think regeneration, urban, that's a good starting point. If you have been on the field trip, have a little look through your notes for Canary Wharf and see how that regenerated, see how that potentially improved. Look at and find your case study for gentrification. Shoreditch normally, where an area becomes trendy, people move into it. Don't forget the opposite. So that's all good stuff, making the area more expensive and making it better. But don't forget about things like degradation, dereliction, things like that, where buildings become empty, abandoned, and that's obviously a bad thing, and the area then needs regenerating in the future. The good example for that, which I did teach you in year 11, if year 10 you're hopefully learning it now, is the Olympic Park, Stratford. That area was regenerated for the Olympic Games, the new stadium, the new housing around the area, the Athletes Village, for example. Stratford Shopping Centre, West Point, that kind of stuff. Next time we'll look at Rio in particular, and then we'll do a couple of videos on that and London as well. See you soon, guys. Miss you always. Take care.